For cheap and reliable MT, head over to aoa.com and use coupon code JACOB for 3% off. What is going down, everybody? It's Unbeatable Jacob. I apologize if I look like I'm ready for bed and I just got out of the shower, just got done working out. But wanted to make one video before I went to bed because this news I think needs to be out there before the game starts and even comes out. So clearly we're still 10 days away from getting 2K22, but there's one thing in my team that year after year holds true, and that is get this card as soon as you can right once the game drops. And that card is going to be Amethyst Giannis. So we've seen Amethyst Giannis start off the year, you know, for the past 3 or 4 years now, whatever. Same card pretty much every year, except one thing was different last year, and that was his ability to play center, but we'll talk about that in a second. The main reason why you need to get Giannis day one is, well, for one, he's not gonna be that expensive. So if you get the game the day this comes out, he won't be that expensive because people won't have MT from playing the game yet to go buy him. So there's a very good chance he'll probably be around 60 or 70k if I was guessing the first day. And the biggest thing to know about Giannis day one is, well, the first thing that everyone knows about Giannis in 2K is that he just gets glitchy animations regardless of what color of card he is. Like, play now Giannis gets glitchy animations, and it's because he's 6'11". But no other 6'11" player is gonna have this 84 speed with this 80 ball control that Giannis as an Amethyst gets. Or like last year, it was only a 75 speed with a 79 ball control, but it didn't even feel like it because since he could play center, there were no other centers that could keep up with him running the length of the floor. And just him having like his own dunk package, it's ridiculous. Like, it's absolutely crazy. With long athlete, nobody can stay in front of him. So like in 2K21, if you had Bob Lanier at center, you could try because he had 76 speed, but he still didn't seem as fast as Giannis. Bob Lanier didn't at all. And we're gonna look at some video here in a second. This card is just absolutely stupid for day one every year. I don't get it because he's on paper not that great with a 65 3 ball, but I was greening with him out the corner last year, so it's crazy. And like, shout out to my man Josh, because he was the only one that I found that made gameplay on this Amethyst Giannis, and this was like September 4th. Man, like the game must have just came out this night. And we can see in his video here, his link will be in the description by the way too. Go sub his channel and like this video, tell him I sent you. But just watch it, Amethyst Giannis just run to the hoop. Like, I'm surprised that Josh missed that because realistically, all you have to do with Amethyst Giannis on day one, when you're playing against like other Ruby and Sapphire cards, is just run at the hoop and hit square. Like, I don't know what my man Josh is doing right now. Please rebound the ball. I want to just see you run with Giannis because I know you can. Yep, now just run. It's all you have to do. Yep, just run. Josh, get the ball back to Giannis. I'm trying to prove a point here. I didn't watch this video because I just assumed because he's out here shooting with him. This was before the patch too, so he's missing. But no, we'll watch for a second here because I'm sure he figures it out. It's impossible not to. When you get this card day one and no one else has him, just run. Yup, just run. That's all you have to do if you can get Giannis day one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will be able to stay in front of him. Nobody. Like, he's gonna have like somewhere between 75 and 84 speed most likely, and he's gonna feel like he's twice as fast as anybody else on the floor with that speed. I mean, that's just the way the game has been right when it's came out for the past 3 or 4 years, so I'm sure it's gonna be the same way. He'll probably get that normal 2 behind the back and you can just run to the hoop. Like, I don't know what my man Josh is doing in this video. I didn't pre-watch it because I just assumed, but he's just he's not doing the Giannis things that I would be recommending here. That's some Giannis stuff right there. But no, it's just like, yeah, see, that's all you have to do right there. Day one, no one's gonna stay in front of you. Nobody will. he was out here shooting threes and throwing oops, but you don't need to do all that. Like, just get this Giannis day one, 50K, 60K, 70K, whatever it might be, and just run at the hoop and do that. I promise you, like, it's easier than it even looks. It's really so easy to just run at the hoop with Giannis. And it's safe to assume that all of his stats will be similar to these two cards. And if anything, they'll be better than either of these two ever been, just based on the sole fact that, like, really, Giannis had a big year. So I would imagine that they would make him better than they have in previous years. Some other cards you might want to keep an eye out for that'll be like decent alternatives day one. I would say Embiid, but not really. Like, I don't like early game Embiid, because even though he's had like 63 speed last year, it didn't feel like it because he like couldn't dribble the ball whatsoever with 53 ball handle and like perimeter at a 59, lateral quickness at a 62. That's like one thing about Giannis is like everything is like up a little bit, you know, like the acceleration, the speed with ball, all that kind of stuff compared to these other bigs. And like another guy, Kristaps, is like normally a pretty good shout too, but he had a pretty poor year last year, especially in the playoffs. So I would expect like this might be Emerald Kristaps to start the year, and at that point when you're talking about an Emerald card, it'll probably come with like only a couple badges maybe, compared to like this Giannis right here who came with, you guys can't see, but like a lot of badges, even though they weren't on like Hall of Fame or gold. Like a lot of badges you could get on this Giannis. So like there's just gonna be no other centers that are gonna be available day one for you to flat out go buy, or any other forwards or any other cards for that matter for you to get like day one. Last year, if you got Bob Lanier, you were super lucky like day one, but most people didn't. Like you can't really, it was like an exception to the rule. It's not something you can just say, yeah, I'm getting the Ascension card, so I don't have to worry about getting Giannis. Like, you're not gonna be able to do that. Maybe like the domination reward will be somebody like George Mikan again, who I thought was better than Amethyst Giannis. Like I thought so anyways. Just because he could space the floor a little better, and I think shooting bigs are huge, especially early games. So I like to run a lot of pick and pops, but that's beyond the point because you had to play 99 games, was it? 99 games to get George Mikan. So even just to play through those 99 games, you're gonna want Giannis on your team, man, because there's just nobody in the current series collection, like out of all the first day cards, that are gonna be able to do it like Giannis can. And of course, like yeah, like obviously first Anthony Davis probably won't be that bad, especially since he got like 72 speed or whatever, but he just won't move like Giannis. Like first day LeBron probably won't be that bad, but he just won't be out there moving like Giannis. You know, the very first Kevin Durant card we get probably will be pretty good, but he just won't be like Giannis. It's that simple. Every year, from my experience, since like 3 years ago now, the best card that you could get right away in Myteam without having to grind, without having to spend a couple days working towards something, like the best card you can just flat out go buy day one is this guy. Almost every time. And even once they came out with the tip-off packs, because I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but the game came out September 4th, and then we got the, where were they? We got the tip-off packs, like, right off rip. Were they included in here too? Did they? Yeah, they were. See, and I don't think these come September 4th. Like, I thought it was like maybe like a day or two after. But we got these season 1 tip-offs, and like Bill Lambier, I know like DBG liked him, but 44 speed, like once again, Giannis would just run by him at center. And that's really all you do day one. Or like this Hakeem, once again, like I thought he was pretty good too, but Giannis would just run by him at center. I know he has like 70 speed, but it's just like that 58 lateral quickness. And when these cards get these early game cards, for whatever reason, like Giannis's ability just to run past people is is different, especially with that normal 2 behind the back. That's all you have to do right there. See, Josh figured it out by the end of this video, but it's that simple. You just get Giannis and you just start running at the hoop. And I know it might sound kind of lame, but like, if you guys are like me, you just want to hop on the game and start winning. Nevertheless, that's all I got for you, folks. Go buy yourself Giannis Day 1 when the game comes out, and I'm sure you'll have a good experience doing that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.